What's going on, guys? Delta Crow 777 back again, and it is official, as you can see, effective September 1st, 2012. It is the ban list that has been updated, and yeah, so we're gonna get the list that was released as usual, the OCG list. So click and add, thumbs up, comment, rate, subscribe, all that stuff. If rating is still even around. If you like the new format that we're going to be in. So basically, I'm just going to go over today what cards got hit, why they got hit, and basically what decks are now viable, what decks are still viable, and what decks are not so viable anymore. First card they banned out of the two was Brionic Dragon the Ice Barrier. This is a preemptive strike at the new Atlantean support that is coming out. There are a whole bunch of water monsters, and then basically with Deep Sea Diva, they would have been able to make Bionic really easily, and they would all gain their effects if they were um, discarded through Bionic. I believe all their effects happen when they hit the graveyard, so that wouldn't have been too fun against. Also, Bionic's always been in some kind of um, loop of some form with like DeLorean and Future Fusion, and it's always been an unfair card. I always thought it was going to be banned before Goyo. So it's good to see this card going now with everyone will rage about, oh yeah, the guy he brought up Rihanna bounced back all my cards and he won. So now, yep, no more excuses, guys. Next card, Future Fusion. We all knew this was coming. Dragons were pretty stupid. Future Fusion just dump five cards and doesn't even matter. Five headed came out. Also, with the Darky hero coming out, Future Fusion into Zephyros, bounce back with Zephyros, activated again. If you have Miracle Fusion or two Miracle Fusions in hand, that's two big E heroes on the board just like that, and it's pretty annoying. Um, Albeit I won't be able to play my Chimera Tech over Dragon deck anymore. No, but that's the price of war, I guess. So that was a big hit to Dragons there. Those were the only two cards that they banned. Limited. They limited Chaos Sorcerer. For all of you that haven't been playing since like way back in the day, Chaos Sorcerer is the only card to my recollection that has been at 3, at 2, at 1, banned, and going back the way. So it was at 3, 2, 1, banned, 1, 2, 3. Now they went from 3 straight to 1. A lot of people were throwing in 2s and 3s in Chaos variants, especially Dragons, and it was just like it's not the fact that it's what the card did. It's just the fact that the decks that were abusing it. So like Chaos Dragons, oh, you killed one of my Chaos Sorcerers. Oh, well, I have Darks and Lights all in the graveyard. I'll just special summon another one. And they could have just banned BLS and left this card at 3. I mean, that would have been fine, but they saw Chaos Sorcerer was a bit of a problem, so I guess they put that to 1. So that was another hit on Chaos cards, especially Dragons. I'm gonna talk to these two in doubles in the same bracket. Dragonfly and Hornet. Hitting Dragonfly to 1, that was kind of expected. That or Centipede had to go to 1, but then they also hit Hornet to 1. And now I think the deck is like shot. But like Inzectors got hit hard. They just lost 4 cards out of their main deck, um, as well as Tour Guide going to 2. So that's 5 cards that they lost. I think pretty much Inzectors. You're not going to see Inzectors anymore for a while at least. I know someone could come up with some unique way to play them unless they're maxing out on Ladybugs and Hopper and that kind of stuff. But I think that deck's pretty much shot. Next card is Red Ice Darkness Metal. I'm actually surprised they put this at 1 because I think they wanted to. I thought they were going to be, the business that they are, and they want to push Gustav Max and leave it at 2 or something. But I guess they felt this was a real problem card with Hieratics. So they limited. Also, the card is pretty stupid. Like 2,800 attack, 2,600 defense. Can special summon a dragon. Can be special summoned from your hand by removing play a dragon. It's pretty retarded. They brought back Spore. This is good. This is gonna help out plants. I still think plants are the old plants is still viable. It's not gonna be as good. It's gonna be a little bit more fair deck. There's only 2 Tengu, only 2 Tour Guide. And it's going to be a lot more skilled. You're going to not see the Herpter plays with Glow Up Bulb. Pot of Avarice is still going to be, a derpy card, but it's going to be used to more effectively. You're going to be putting back two Tengus in your deck. You're only going to be putting back one or both of them if they're both gone. And you're going to put back your important cards. And people are going to be more conservative with their plays now that they only have limited resources in the plant deck. Um, and they brought back Tsukiyomi. I think this is going to be a good card. I'm certainly going to be testing this card in a plant variant or some kind of stun variant to see how that does, because this card can is going to be getting rid of the one card that I think is going to be a really hard card to kill in the next format, and that's Thunder King. I'm gonna try a Synchrocentric is what the Konami called it, with 3 Thunder King, and Tsukiyomi's going to be in that deck, because if I get a Thunder King, it's going to be kind of hard to get over it. Tsukiyomi, Book of Moon, it's got 900 defense, run over it. It's going to be a really good out for it. Next card, Ivigishki Goost Kraken. Basically, this is a ritual monster. I think it's when it's ritual summoned or once per turn or something of that nature. Pick 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, reveal both of them, choose one, send it back to the deck. It was basically like the wind-up loop, but worse. So they just hit it. Enough said with that. It was a combination with Gishkis and Hieratics. Next card, Zen Meidi. I think they should have hit Hunter, but I guess they were going to, we don't want to, promote spamming and that kind of thing, and which Zen Meidi does. But windups can still drop a couple cards out of your hand, so the deck is still good. You just got to be a little bit more conservative with your plays. I guess that's what the whole list is about, being conservative with your plays. So that's a hit to windups there. Last card was Ultimate Offering. That's just gadget spam there with the new gadget guy. I can't remember. I think it's Gear something X. Basically, just let you search for a gadget when it's summoned and just keep spamming more. So that to 1 is good. It's never been used in a fair way, so. Semi-limiteds. Colute the Moon Shadow. This is not going to make Black Wings good again. It's going to make them a little bit more viable. That's basically it. Black Wings, their whole point of existence was to basically win in battle. And with 1 extra Colute, they can do that a little bit more often. So that's good. Debris Dragon, again, another help for plants. It's just a good card. Global, bam, the plant end is pretty much, you're just gonna, it's just a good card. You have to waste your normal summon. People are playing Warning, so it's fine. Rescue Rabbit to 2. I'm fine with that. It doesn't kill off Dino Rabbit. It just makes it a little less consistent. You're gonna have to be more conservative, like I said, with your plays. You're not gonna be just dropping rabbits on the table. You're not gonna open up like Izar Sarhan or someone like that, opening up with 3 rabbits or something stupid. So you're gonna have 2 rabbit plays. You only have probably 1 tour guide play in the deck. So you really have 3 power cards to go to in the deck. Now you gotta make sure that you can get it off without it going south. Next card is Agent of Mystery Art. This is good. This is going to allow people to make some kind of agent variant. I saw people, they're testing with tele agents, so using emergency teleport to bring out Krebons and that kind of thing, and synchroing with the agents in order to spam synchros rather than the TG engine, because Striker's still at 1. So a lot of testing is going to probably be done with that. I know I still have a TG agent deck that I still want to try out. I played 1 game with it, and it did pretty well. Next card, Tour Guide from the Otherworld. Yep, you're gonna have to start playing either Tour Boss or Night Assailant. Night Assailant's a better card, a standalone card, so in like a plant deck, you probably want a Night Assailant. Wind-up players or people like that are probably gonna have to play Tour Boss because they want to recycle their cards. So it's that kind of choice. But that was a card that was just splashable and everything. I'm gonna talk to let's see. I'll talk to Hieratic Seal of Convocation first. That was just a hit to Hieratics. They were good in the OCG, so they dropped the consistency. Basically, it's a Shan Smoke Signal or Rhoda, however, or emergency call for Hieratics. however you want to put it. Now I'm going to talk to these three of these cards here. Pot of Duality, semi-limited. A Hero Lives, an E-Emergency Call. That was just to the hero. It's called a hero alive deck where they just use it, bring out Stratos, and just spam a whole bunch of Xyz or fusions or what have you. I don't know the gist of the deck, but that's basically what they did. So that just basically dropped the consistency of that. It's still viable, but they just dropped the consistency. Reasoning. I don't know their reasoning. If you get the pun on that one, thumbs up if you like that joke. On this pick, basically reasoning was never used in a really good way. It was just I don't even know exactly what the card does. I'm pretty sure it's just like you pick a level and until it hits a monster that's not of that level, special summon it or something of that nature. And it never used in a good way, so it must have been limited at one point. I don't know for good reason. Um, Mirror Force at 2. This is very good. Torrential came to 2. Everybody liked it. Just made people back up and say, look, you can't just keep special summoning. I will hit you with Torrential. Mirror Force the same way. Mirror Force didn't see much play. I know I'm going to be starting to run my typical trap lineup. It's going to be an 8 trap lineup. It's going to be very simple because with Mirror Force at 2 and Torrential 2, I'm going to run 2 Mirror Force, 2 Torrential, Solemn Brigade, and Starlight Road. And basically that's going to be my trap lineup. The Starlight Road's in there just because you don't want anyone blowing up all your stuff without them just getting it for free. So Starlight Road's going to help you prevent that. And lastly, we have the 6 Unlimited Marshmallow. It's like Spirit Reaper, come back to 3. Necro Gardener, it's not going to make Lightsworns viable. It's basically just going to help them be able to get to their combo pieces quicker for a turn, stall for a turn. D-Draw, people are going to probably like this. They're going to play Abzerr, but they don't have a Future Fusion anymore. It's not going to make Teledad back. Nobody wants Teledad back. Well, I would want Teledad back. I never played in the 4-man, so that'd be nice to play in. E-Tele makes Psychics a little better. Like I said, you can basically test out the Psychic engine with 3 Teles. Level Limit Area B Swords, they're stall cards. That's going to help stall decks. Not that anyone wants those around. And Magic Cylinder, people might actually start playing this card more. It's a very underestimated card. Nobody likes Burn, but it's always gonna be around. So that is the list. I'll leave the list in the description below. Now, what I think decks that are let's start up with decks that are no longer viable. Chaos Dragons and Insectors. They're dead, completely dead. You trying to play those is going to be pretty stupid. They're going to be very inconsistent. Insectors with only 1 Hornet and 1 Dragonfly, I wouldn't even think about playing the deck. Albeit it'll be cheaper now, but and Chaos Dragons with 1 Red Eyes, no Future Fusion, 1 less Tour Guide. It's not going to really work out because your main card was Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Decks that are still going to be good from last format. Windups will be not as good, but they'll still be decent. Rescue Rabbit's pretty much perfectly fine. Just lost a rabbit, lost a tour guide. Yes, the 2 power play cards, so you won't see them as much, but they're still good cards, and they're still going to be around. So the deck's still good. Decks that came back. Agents. I think agents are going to be good. Heroes are still viable as well. Forgot to mention them. Psychics, you might be able to do something with that. Like the little tele engine's probably going to be running around now. So that's going to be decent. Decks that did not get hit and are still good. There was no hit the Dark World and there was no hit the Samurais. Not that I was saying that there should be, but I'm just mentioning that there weren't. So if I had to put a placement on the top decks right now, if I had to pick my top 5, I would say probably Rabbit is still the number 1. I would have to say that Dark Road is probably a close second. 6 Samurai is probably third. And 4th would probably be, I would have to say probably a toss up between windups and agents, and then fifth would just be like heroes would probably be no. So let me rephrase that: Rabbit, Heroes, Dark World, um, windups, agents, and samurais. Those are pretty much the decks that you're going to be looking out for at your next major event. So you're going to want to make sure you keep an eye on those. So yep, that's everything today. For today, comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully for you League of Legends guys that watched my Rengar video, got over 100 views. That was nice. I'm gonna try to see if I can get sound on the next one, and I'll make sure that I do. Um, Hopefully when the next, I think her name is Syndra. She's some kind of mage. When she comes out on the PB, I'll definitely be getting a video up for her. And until next time, guys, peace out. Make sure click an ad and help me out. Check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.